thought to yourself, man, I kind of want a bar in my RV, but I also want to sit outside, but I don't want to have too much dedicated space outside, right? Like you don't want a full patio all the time. Well, that's where this bad boy right here comes in. This is the 336 BBK. Now this one actually came out last year, but I wanted to highlight it again for 2026 because I really like this floor plan. I don't think it got the love it deserved. Now it is big. I mean, you're looking at, almost 38 feet here, roughly 8,000 pounds dry. So it's a big travel trailer, but the layout inside, my opinion, is perfect for two. And it's just very unique, right? And I like unique floor plans, things that we just don't see all the time. So as you can see, you have the theater seating right across from like the little kind of J-shaped or L-shaped dinette, kitchen here in the back. But this is the real selling point for me right back here. And that is the bar top. So during the day, what will happen is this back ramp patio right here actually folds up. That piece of glass is just a big window, so you have the view out the back, and then you can just sit here at the bar and enjoy breakfast, right? Enjoy your morning coffee and hopefully be able to look out to some water, not other RVs. But during the day, if it's a nice, beautiful day like today, you can drop this down. You have bar stools that can sit right out here. And then you can be able to sit outside, enjoy the weather here. And of course, as you see, you have the screens. Those will be on both sides, so you can close those off for bugs. This right here, I think it's great for entertainment. If you're looking to, kind of be that cool spot, right? Have people come over and hang out. This is where it's at. But you still have a super functional kitchen. I mean, this is Bullet Premium, so you're looking at solid surface countertops. Of course, we have the sink right here with good flow right over into the cooktop. You have your prep space right here. You can still make everything happen. You get the countertop extension so that you can actually, put stuff on this side of the sink as well for washing, drying, rinsing, prepping, whatever you need. You have, I don't even know what this style faucet's called, but basically the way it works, right, is you have a standard mode here, or you can turn it like so and kind of get like the waterfall there. So a little bit different faucet. I've seen a couple manufacturers use that one as well. The pulls, now I like these pulls, but that's because they're knurled. And it just reminds me of picking up a dumbbell, if I'm being honest. It may not be for everyone, but I like them just, again, I guess being a gym bro, I don't know. Right up top, you have your convection microwave oven, little bit of storage up there too. I do like the glass inserts. And then the lighting in here too. This is something that a lot of manufacturers started going to, is the line lighting. And personally, I think it adds a lot. It's nice and bright, and it basically takes the place of strips that were already gonna be there anyway. And again, it just, not only does it, I think it's aesthetically pleasing and kind of calming, but they're a lot brighter than what we used to get in a lot of just your older like puck style lights that we would see up there. Now, the rest of the kitchen is gonna be right behind us. Yes, you do get the 12-volt refrigerator, so run off batteries. Big pantry here too. You have adjustable shelves there, storage down underneath. And anytime, you're going to entertain, you need snacks, you need a lot of places for snacks. That pantry right there does it. Now, right next to the kitchen is gonna kind of be your other seating area, right? Now, again, I'm probably eating back here and looking outside, but you have another spot to sit. Or again, if it starts raining, you can close your ramp door up, your patio, then you can come sit right in here. You can have guests sit around the table. You can still play cards. Plus you still have seating over here. You have theater seating, obviously the best seat in the house. That's gonna be the most comfortable. Now, the other thing I do like about this couch, it doesn't fold down into a bed, and I'm okay with that, right? Like I like having guests come over, but at some point, it's time to go home. And I just wanna, have my own space. So what they did do though that I like is right down underneath, these actually pull out, and now you have basically an ottoman, right? You have a spot that you can put your feet up. And yes, there is storage underneath. So if you're cold like my beautiful wife always is, well, now there's a blanket. And of course I can have a throw out here too, but I might want to just be able to tuck it right in there. That gives you the ability to do that. You'll also see right here, as soon as you walk in that main entry door, you have a spot to hang jackets, you have a spot to sit down and put shoes on, plus shoe storage. And the shoe storage for me is huge. Far too many RVs don't have that. And what am I supposed to just put my shoes around the door? No, I don't want to do that. I want a spot for them. I want them to have a home. And that's exactly what they provided here. You'll also see the TV 50-inch TV here. Now, I will say that you don't have an optimal viewing angle in most seating. Your theater seats is not directly across, which is a bummer. The only seats that have a really good viewing angle is right here and back at the bar if you're sitting far on the outside. So bear that in mind if you're a big TV person. You may not necessarily love this one completely, but you know, if it's just something you do occasionally on a rainy day, I don't think it's a big deal. This is definitely not a deal breaker for me, at least. Right down underneath, you will see the fireplace, and as always, that's not just for looks. That is going to be for some added heat, and to keep you nice and cool, there is going to be the AC right up top there. Okay, let's kind of head up front. Oh, control panel, might as well show you that here. Pretty much your basics. You have your tank, water pump. You see your lights right there, slide rooms, and then awning. And this, of course, will be for your lights. Yes, it is dimmable. This is probably gonna mess with the camera because it's gonna change the frame rate. Yeah, there we go. This looks like they're blinking. They don't do that. That's just camera. And then when we head into the bathroom, right down underneath, that is going to be your porcelain foot flush lever toilet. Yes, I like having a porcelain toilet. It stays cleaner longer. It is easier to clean. You will also see big linen closet storage. This is something a lot of times you don't get in travel trailers. If you get a linen closet at all, it's usually like half this size, not very deep. You can actually like fit towels in here, which is what it's kind of for. And then over to the side, mirrored medicine cabinet there. Yes, of course, it has a tankless water heater. Almost all RVs do these days. And then you can see your countertop. You have pretty decent storage. Or is it hot storage? Pretty decent countertop space up top. What I meant to say is there is storage underneath. Now, I would have preferred if one of these were cut out personally, just so I had a spot for a trash can. I like having a trash can in my bathroom. I may be alone in that, right? I can't say everybody does. That's just something for me personally, but I would have liked it. As for shower, yes, it does have the built-in door. It is antimicrobial, so you can put it away wet. Shower head right behind me. It's a little bit bigger than normal, right? Like it doesn't have any fancy features or like a tower or anything like that, but it is just a little bit larger shower head. The big thing I want to point out though is headroom. At 6 foot tall, I have plenty of room. I mean, I have, another couple inches here. So it's not, I have no fear of having to duck down. So if you're a taller person, that is going to be great news. Right along with that, speaking of tall, is the fact that they give you a residential size king bed in the bedroom. That is a 70 by 80. You know what? Correction. I apologize. It is 2 inches narrower, but it is full length. You do get the full 80-inch length, and that's what's important, right? So if you're tall, your feet aren't going to hang off. I really like that they did that. Of course, we have storage underneath. It does lift up for storage, and you have the 2 drawers that you can pull out for additional storage there as well. Windows galore. You have windows on both sides as well as right above the bed. I kind of love and hate this setup, and I'm going to tell you why. I like the shelves because they're kind of up and out of the way, and the chance of you hitting them is almost zero. But I don't like the fact that we have a window right here with window trim, because now I can't really sit up in bed. And I'm someone who likes to sit up in bed, whether I want to watch TV, which is right here, which is most likely what I'm doing, or even if I'm just sitting up to read, right? I'll stack a few pillows up behind me, up against the headboard, and this is just not gonna be comfortable with the window rail right there, the windowsill, so just not a super big fan of that, but I do like having some light being able to come in the bedroom. I always like a lot of light. Then over to this side is going to be some additional storage. Right up front, as you would expect, right? You get the nice big wardrobe, hanging rod there. And then over to this side, this is a nice addition too. Even though most people don't use it, this one does have washer dryer hookup. And I think it's great just to have the option. Again, not that you necessarily may use it, but if you do want to have it installed, you have the option, right? Then right up top is going to be the second AC. So again, if you want to stay nice and cool, this one will do a good job of doing that. Beautiful inside. Let's go take a look at the outside. Let's take a quick look at some of the outside features. So starting right up front, you can see this one does have a power tongue jack, 2 20-pound propane tanks, as well as a battery, and your disconnect there. Now, I know it looks like this one is basically sitting on the ground, but that's just because it's not a very level site that it's at. You also see the 3/4 front cap up here will have LED lights inlaid right in front of the cap. I do like that. Not only do you have them here, but something new that Bullet kind of started last year was putting them right in the edge, right? They have this edge lighting, and I do like that as an extra feature. Looks pretty nice. You'll also see as we come around to the side, we have slam latch baggage doors, and on the other side there is going to be your solar. This one comes to solar 220. So you have a solar disconnect over there as well as your solar charge controller, and then it will have the inverter option as well. So it is going to be prepped. Taking a look up top, we'll see the nice big awning, couple outside speakers. As I mentioned, we can see right down here that this one was going to be prepped. We'll see that right there. Kind of making our way beyond a little bit, moving beyond. One of the things I do want to talk about is going to be the axles on this one. So this one's going to have torsion axles. So if we drop down, we can see those right there. Upgraded suspension on it. So with those, you're not going to have as many mechanical parts grinding on each other, so you're going to get a little bit more longevity out of the axles themselves, and just that suspension system, really. Kind of taking a look in the back here, this is going to be our ramp. As I mentioned, this one is going to fold up and basically become the back wall. It is manual, which I actually prefer. I've seen the powered ones, I've dealt with them, but I don't really like them, honestly, as much as I like the manual. This one just feels better. Then you will also see backup camera prep right up top. Now, if you saw this one, you're liking what you're seeing, and you're wondering, Ian, how much is it? Where can I get one? Well, that's not a problem at all. All you have to do is click on the link in the description. It will show you availability nearest you and give you transparent pricing on how much it is. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker. Until next time, we'll see ya.